What is your favorite Thermomix recipe? Which recipes do you do the most with your Thermomix? Which recipes are the most popular in Cookidoo? I get all those questions all the time and many, many more. So today is a perfect day to give you a tour around my favorite folders. That way you can see my favorite recipes. I will give you tips as we're talking about them. And of course, many of them are very popular in Cookidoo. That's why I tried them. Sounds like a plan? Well, let's do it. Hi, my name is Diana, the Dummy Cook, and today we're doing a favorite folders tour. I'm going to do it on my phone and you're going to see the screen right here, but I want to remind you first that here we have all those folders as well. To me, it's easier to be at a doctor's office waiting, bored, and playing with my phone, my folders, choosing recipes, but obviously you can do it on your TM7 screen. When we go here to the folders, we have our recently cooked, we have bookmarks, everything that a friend suggests and you save it. We have my recipe lists, which is the tour I'm giving you today, all around all these folders. Then you have collections that were created already in Thermomix and you save them. And then you have created recipes, which are the recipes that you created or adjusted from Thermomix because maybe they're grandma's recipe or some recipe that you're really good at and you wanted to save here. See my picture right there? I was testing to see if you could put any picture, and yes, I am inside my TM7. But anyway, let's go back to my recipe lists. This is what we're going to be doing today. I'm just gonna do it from the phone. All right, so when I started with Thermomix 4.5 years ago, I started cooking recipes and I wanted to keep track of them. So I created a few folders. I created a folder that said, I loved it. Another one that said, sure, that was good, but I will try others first. And then a third folder that was kind of like nothing to call home about. Maybe there was an ingredient that I didn't like. For example, I have tried kale. I don't like it. So every time I choose a recipe that has kale, chances are it's going to end up in that folder. What happened very, very soon is that the first folder, the ones that I loved, was growing and growing and growing. And the other ones had a few items, yes, which was still helpful because I didn't want to repeat those recipes. Chances are that if that picture drew attention to me, then I was probably going to try to do it again if I didn't remember that I had done it, right? So folder 2 and 3 made sense, but number 1 was going to explode. So then I started doing, all right, I'm going to have a folder for meats and another one for desserts and another one for drinks. Well, very soon I was doing so many recipes that again, I had to separate the drinks from the alcoholic drinks. The meats, I had to separate them into chicken and pork and actual meats. I had to create one for fish, one for seafood. So I ended up with a lot. And that's great because every time that I feel like making a dip, all I have to do is go to my dips folder and find it. Let me actually show you what I have now. Okay, so when you go to your folders in Cookidoo, you're always going to see your bookmarks, which by the way, the max is 500 recipes and I have 500 that I already want to try. Let's take a quick look. These are things that someone suggested at some point and I put them here and I haven't made them yet. But not only that, because it only fits 500 recipes, I had to create 2 more folders that are called Bookmarks Next and Bookmarks Suite. Yes. I have a lot of homework right here. But anyway, this is not the reason for this video. Let's go and see things that are by theme. All right, here we have bread and pizza. We're going to click here. And yes, I do speak Spanish. Sometimes you will see some Spanish recipes, but I live in English. So most of the time I will choose a recipe in English. I will do it in Spanish if that was recommended to me. So chances are 80% of what we're going to see is going to be in English and I will skip the Spanish ones, okay? If you do want to follow my Spanish channel, then the Dummy Cook en Español is your option, okay? All right, so here we have, when I started, yes, we tried the braided milk bread. That is an amazing recipe. If you have never done bread, you will feel like a pro. So here you have just a few ingredients. Here you can see in the serving size how you can go from 20 slices to 30 to 40 slices. And in reality, you're going to make this so fast. The time that is going to be in the Thermomix is going to be so fast that if you need it for 80 slices or 120 or whatever, you can keep making more. Look at the steps. You're just going to mix and warm for 3 minutes and then you're going to knead for another 3 minutes. Anything that is in bold are the steps on the Thermomix. Everything that is not in bold are things that you're going to do in your kitchen. So see all these other steps, line a baking sheet, roll each piece into a rope, make a braid, all those things are not going to depend on the Thermomix anymore. So you could have another batch going while you're making your amazing braided milk bread. So now that you're a bread pro, you will find a lot of pizza recipes. At the beginning, I had never done my own pizza. So I was looking for recipes to see how long you needed to leave them in the oven, things like that, right? Or to get good ideas. So these recipes are going to tell you how to knead made the dough, and then they're going to give you ideas on what to put on top of them. So here we have this pizza, and when I looked here, I said, all right, this is 230 Celsius. Yes, we'll find some in Fahrenheit, don't worry. And 12 to 15 minutes. So eventually, when I made a few of these recipes with the pizzas, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make the dough, and then the pizza is going to be whatever I have in the fridge, right? You're going to have the tomato, you're gonna have the mozzarella, but then whatever I have in the fridge. So I stopped doing these pizza recipes, but yeah, one day that you want to do a 4-cheese pizza, you do want to look for that one because the steps and the quantities will be very good suggestions, right? So here is the pizza dough recipe, which everybody does a lot, and it takes like 3 minutes. I have done pizza parties for kids, and oh my gosh, did they love it. So I actually have one next week, you see? Then I moved into the burger buns, and I thought it was amazing. The fact that I can do pulled pork, but also make the bun. This is my picture, and I always tell people, do you know what I made here? I made the pulled pork and I made the bun. Yes, me. Isn't that cool that people are coming to my party and everything you see there was made by me? You gave me a new superpower. You're my magic wand. Anyway, so then I tried other milk breads, and then I got to this one. I'm sorry. This is one in Spanish that you will need to make, even if you have to have a translator in front of it. It's the pan de elote. I didn't even know what elote means because we call corn maíz in Spain, but I heard great things about this recipe. I made it, and I am the queen of every party when I bring this. It doesn't have a lot of ingredients, and it is crazy good. It's kind of like a sweet cornbread, but imagine how sweet it is. It has condensed milk to die for. Anyway, now Christmas comes, or the holidays come, and we have the Christmas tree pull-apart bread or this pesto tear and share Christmas tree. My favorite out of these two is the pull-apart bread. One, because you can make it in any shape, not just a Christmas tree, but also because it has cheese inside, so it reminds me of the Olive Garden breadsticks. They're really good, right? You can make them. So, totally recommend. Another super recommendation, the festive camembert wreath. I make this one during the holidays and people are amazed. And it looks like a difficult one, but it's not at all. You're just putting 2 layers of dough, you're making cuts in a triangle, and then you're twisting them. Super easy, right? Who would have thought? Anyway, the 5-seed bread, my friend does this one all the time. It's really, really fast and it's very healthy. So if you like bread, that's an option. You can try making baguettes. It's fun, but you need this special tray where they need to be put on top. And then you need to sprinkle water when they're in the oven. I really have a new appreciation for the kitchen thanks to Thermomix and all these things that I'm learning here. Hot dogs in a blanket. Oh my goodness. I have made teenager parties with this one and they were coming for more non-stop. Super easy and really nice. And the last one I'm going to tell you in this folder is the sweet potato pizza. I made it the other day and it was amazing. The whole base was sweet potato. It was really good and such a different thing, right? Have you ever made that? All right, so let's get out of bread and pizza. If you were gluten-free, you already left my video. Wait. I'm going in alphabetical order, okay? So now we're going to go a little faster and we're going to go into the breakfast one. All right, so here we have obviously some muffins and lots of ways of making an egg. I tried the cloud eggs. Well, the boiled eggs, I have it here just to remember that I can make them. But in reality, every time I want boiled eggs, I just go to the mode. It's the best way to do a boiled egg. Now, this coconut chai green smoothie, totally recommended. Look at what it has. Cashews, dates, bananas, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and baby spinach, and coconut water. I mean, are you imagining that amazing flavor? You can't really, you have to make it. I tried muffins in every flavor, from chocolate to carrot. Of course, you can try so many things. And I made these eggs that are sunny side up. They're steamed, and it was amazing. You make them in the varoma, you just crack them open on top of parchment paper, and that's it. You wait a few minutes and sunny side eggs with no oil. My daughter loves those. More muffins, of course. These ones were amazing, by the way. The pumpkin streusel muffins, I really recommend these ones. And you will be trying things that are not the typical. And here we have the sweet potato muffins with walnuts. I also like those very much. Let's see what else. Obviously for Easter, these lemon curd Easter biscuits were amazing. And you can do other shapes for other themes, right? Crepes, try them. Poached eggs. All right, so I'm going to do one video very soon where I'm going to make eggs in 6 or 7 different ways. The poached eggs are great, but now I have a new one that I like much more and it's less messy. The poached eggs, you can only do 2 or 3 at a time and the basket gets very dirty. Hold on for a second and I will show you the onsen eggs, which I am obsessed with. Okay, so we keep going. Steamed egg cups, you could, but we have news on that. Let me see, baked spinach and eggs. I did a lot of baked recipes and I love them. And you will be thinking, baked what? Yes, you're still starting the recipe here and then you're going to end up in the oven. Pancakes and waffles, absolutely a must recipe that you're going to use a lot, I think. And here we have the onsen eggs. I am obsessed with these ones. So you're just putting eggs here with hot water. It's not boiling, it's just hot. And that's why it takes 45 minutes. And you can put up to 10 eggs in the bowl. By the time that is done, the egg is cooked inside like a poached egg, but it is still in the shell. So you can have your toast ready, everything, your egg still hot, and you crack it and it goes on top of your toast. Crazy, right? You have to try them. Now, try them only with a TM7. If you have a TM6, you will have to trick this and do it in the basket because the TM7 has the open cooking where the blades don't move. If you try something like this in your 6, you're going to break the eggs. So you need them in the basket, not on the bowl, okay? Last but not least, we also have the nester now to make poached eggs, so that was a great one. I have a video right here. And I also love these pancakes, zucchini, corn, and ricotta pancakes. Don't ever tell me that your breakfast table is boring, because it can be really fun. Okay, so now we're going to go to cake. I'm going to just name a few of them. The pumpkin pie, amazing and super, super fast. And once again, you can keep making batter and more cakes. When I started with Thermomix, I thought I was gonna open my own business. And one of the things I thought about was, should I start a pumpkin pie business? My only problem is going to be how big my oven is, because Thermomix can keep bringing pies one after the other. Another one you must try if you have a Thermomix is the steamed carrot cake. You will think, steam and cake? Yes. It is amazing. I did a video with the TM6, it's right here, and you will not believe how moist and good the result is. So much, you will never get store-bought cake ever again. Steamed banana loaf, I like that one, but there's another one that is the bread, and I love that one as well. The lemon cake and the orange cake are very similar. The orange cake actually is really, really cool because you throw in 2 whole oranges, cut in half inside the bowl. Between that and a little bit of the essential oil, you cannot imagine the orangey taste in that cake. It's really good. This one is very basic, super easy to make. The coconut cake was also very easy. These 3 are pretty basic. And the Boston cream pie was a little bit more complicated, but it was great. I made it for my own birthday. Mango Swiss roll, a wow at any party. Try it. Obviously, tiramisu of any kind. You can try the tres leches. And here we have another favorite of mine, Valentine's Decadent Steamed Chocolate Cake. Oh my goodness. And if you don't have the mold for this one with the heart shape or even the heart inside the heart, don't worry. Maybe skip this last part here where you have the white chocolate heart, right? And also skip the last white chocolate ingredient, but just do the cake itself. Absolutely worth it. I made this one for my daughter's birthday and it was great. Obviously, chocolate pecan pie. You're gonna be the star in that party. All right, and that's it for cakes. Let's go to desserts. When are we gonna get to the meats and the veggies? I'm sorry, it is in alphabetical order. So desserts, we're going to go flan. You can make steamed flan and oh my goodness, a Spaniard is telling you that, okay? Bread and butter pudding. My oldest daughter loves this one. She comes from the holidays and she's like, Mom, are we making the bread pudding? Yes. The cream puffs, talk about being a pro, huh? Super easy. Cinnamon rolls, super fun as well. Tiramisu, here we go again. Chocolate pudding, so easy. Look at the steps. You have only this. Why everything that has milk, sugar, eggs, and butter is good? I don't know, but it is, right? So you only have those ingredients and you only have 3 steps. You're going to grate for 10 seconds, cook for 12 minutes, and mix for 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. I made a video also with my TM6 right here, totally worth it. You can play with chocolate fondants, other cheesecakes in jars, those are good. I mean, if I have them in this folder, it's because they're good, but I'm trying to go to my highlights, okay? Obviously, try a brownie recipe. I like this one, the Decadent. Oh, the chocolate almond fudge felt like I was cheating. I was like, so I'm just doing this and I'm just putting it flat and then it's getting cold and that was it. So really easy, I recommend it. Chocolate covered strawberries, obviously. And now these pear twists on chocolate custard. If you want to feel like you're in a 5 or 10 star restaurant, make this one and surprise someone with it. You're not going to believe the mix of flavors and the presentation. I was really surprised. So, Southern banana pudding. I love when we made this one too. So we are going now to go to dips. I love this one because now you have people coming home, right? And you're like, okay, what do I make? What do I make? Let's do this. Dips. Guacamole. You have to make it. Come on, 3 to 5 minutes. Do it. spinach dip. Before having a Thermomix, that's what I ordered in every restaurant, in every American restaurant, yes. I wanted to try and see which one had the best one. And once I made it here, done. I cannot order out anymore. Tzatziki, you wanna feel like you're in Greece? Go ahead. Super fast. Hummus, in many flavors actually. This is a regular one, but you have many others. Cantina salsa, amazing. And you can make for so many people. Look at this, 14, 21, and 28 ounces of cantina salsa. In seconds, you're chopping for 5 seconds and then chopping again for 3. Done. Basil pesto. If you're a pesto fan, super fast, super easy, go for it. Another favorite, and people love this one, the cranberry almond chicken salad. I buy a rotisserie chicken, I eat the drumsticks and the wings, and then the rest of the chicken, I add it into this salad with almonds and mayonnaise and apple, red onion, celery, dried cranberries, and the chicken itself, right? So good. So please try it. The whipped feta and mascarpone with chili sesame honey. Super fancy. You have a party and you put this there and people taste it and they're like, wow, what is this, right? And you're gonna have to go and read it because it's a very long name. Really good. What else? Hot crab dip. I was surprised with that one. Loved it. Jalapeno popper dip, great for a Super Bowl party, right? Roasted red pepper and cashew dip. People love this one at parties as well. Then you have these 2 salads that are super, super quick. So they save you when you need something fresh and people are coming and you don't know what to do. Get the broccoli salad with red pepper and pine nuts. You can substitute the pine nuts for sunflower seeds or something else. Or if you don't want it so green and broccoli-y, then you can do the quick rainbow salad. It's very similar, but it has more carrots. Marinara dipping sauce, of course, for those sticks, right? That we did before. Okay, and then I have a few more. The cranberry pecan cheese ball was a hit at a Thanksgiving party. The beet hummus, I just made the video. It's right here, and I am obsessed with it, and much, much more. Let's continue. Drinks, let's see. So obviously you can make your homemade lemonade, your orange juice, strawberry. In the lemonade department, you can make different flavors. The mint lemonade is amazing. You can also do the parsley lemonade. It might be around here. Then we have drinks like this red, white, and blue frozen lemonade. The frozen slushy is amazing. Same as the margarita. You make amazing slushies and frozen margaritas. Hot chocolate on a winter night. Watermelon lemonade, here we have another flavor, and many different shakes, right? So that is drinks. Like I said, I had to separate it into drinks and alcoholic drinks. So every time I do a new cocktail and it's great, I add it here. So I have 3 types of margarita here. I have the regular margarita, then I have the cucumber margarita, surprisingly good, and the blood orange margarita. So good. It's just that I cannot always find a blood orange, but when I do, then I love that. But yeah, you can make anything. I have a friend that says that this was the best mojito she ever had, and she makes mojitos all the time. Or you can make a Mai Tai, a sangria, or a Bloody Mary. Do you know how to make a Bloody Mary? I don't, but I click here and look at all these items. It's a lot of items, but if you have the patience, you can make it. All those were amazing. Alrighty, now we have here egg and potato. So I went ahead and every time that I did a potato like steamed or mashed, obviously, try the mashed potatoes. The consistency, the texture that you get with Thermomix, you don't get it anywhere else. Chefs say this, okay? But then you can try things like the pumpkin mashed potatoes. My oldest daughter makes this one all the time with the Thermomix that she has in college. Here we have eggs again, because of course, in the folders, I'm going to repeat sometimes, right? If this egg recipe is good for a breakfast, but it's also an egg recipe, it's going to be here. So we're not going to repeat these ones, but you can make some omelets. I'm not a fan of the omelette. I think that when you have to make them first in the bowl and then in the varoma, I don't know. It's a lot of parts for just making an omelette. So in that case, sometimes I might just get the pan and do it. That's just potatoes. These are super cute if you're good at doing that. I was not, so they looked like something else. And many other mash versions, right? I have tried the silky sweet potato mash, and I had tried this other one for Thanksgiving, which people loved as well. Now we're going to fish. Alrighty, so fish, I have a lot of salmon. I was trying to steam salmon all the time, and I was trying different recipes. I advise that you do. But then I went into a fish curry. I was like, I want to make fish in the bowl, not just in the varoma. So I did this fish curry, and it was great. Then I did this one, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a date. I'm in a restaurant. Try this with your husband, your wife, your partner, your best friend. Almond crusted salmon with asparagus tagliatelle. And you can try a 2 serving size or for 4 people. Please try it, put it in the comments. Amazing. Another one that was crazy good was this macadamia Hollywood with mango sauce. Yes, the Hollywood is expensive, but again, if you are trying to do like a special date, then Instead of going out and spending $200 on that crazy restaurant, invest some money on that halibut, make it yourself, make a fun date out of it. One of you is making the fish, the other one is making the dessert, and oh my goodness, shredded coconut toasted with macadamia nuts, ripe mango flesh. Need I keep going? Of course, you can make fish tacos. Go for it. You have great multi-level recipes like this one. Pea and ginger soup in the bowl while you're making the lemon salmon with broccoli in the varoma. Steamed whole fish. I did a demo with a family that wanted to try this one. It's a Chinese recipe. I was impressed. I had never done it before. We put a big whole fish on the varoma and wow. Another restaurant-worthy recipe. Salmon and basmati rice with dill cream sauce, one more vertical or multi-level recipe, and much more. All right, what else? Well, 2 years ago, we heard that my youngest daughter had a gluten allergy, so I added a few recipes here, but she didn't want to have all these substitutes. She said, I don't want to have bread anyway, so I stopped trying. But yeah, this was my folder of trying with the gluten-free options. Here we have ice and sorbet, which yes, you can make ice cream with Thermomix. You're putting frozen fruit, and then you're using the fridge. It's not going to make them colder, but it makes the ice cream for you, yes. And when you're making gelato, you're gonna leave it overnight in the fridge, and then you're gonna put it back here in pieces to blend into that creamy, perfect texture. So which ones I love? Everybody loves the Berry Dream. You should try it, but there's a new one. It's the Berry Duo. I love that one because now you try the ice cream on the bottom and the mousse on top. You see, the Berry Dream itself was just the mousse, and now they have improved it with the Berry Duo. So please try it, it's really good. And it's less than 5 minutes. If you have guests over that you didn't expect and you have some frozen fruit in the fridge, that might be all that you need. Or you can do a quick fruit sorbet, that one's also great. When I started, I was a fan of this recipe because here I could try the chocolate, the vanilla, and the strawberry ice creams. And then I started changing it into other flavors that I wanted using the same recipe. So just an advice. All right, let's keep moving. Well, I am from Spain, so obviously I created my Made in Spain folder. I'm going to go really fast just so you see the pictures. But you see, I have gazpacho, I have paella, I have octopus and clams and empanada and gambas al ajillo, lentejas, flan, natillas, arroz con leche. All right, enough. That was for Spain. Okay, so now we're going into meat. We have chicken, pork, and regular meats. Don't worry, we're almost there. Then we have pastas, rice, veggies, and we're done. So in the meat, we have chicken, and here we have amazing recipes. A very famous one, the lemon rosemary chicken and rice. If you see here, there's 898 reviews. And yeah, you see a 4.2, but that's really good for that amount of reviews. You will be using the bowl to make the rice and the sauce, and you will be using the varoma to make the chicken, the lemon chicken. Another super famous recipe is the tinga de pollo. This is the recipe that you will make if you're having tacos or tostadas or quesadillas and you want that shredded chicken to go with it. That one's perfect. Or you can make fajitas. The fajitas are made here in the varoma, steamed along with the veggies and the onion. Really good. I used to make this one all the time, the tomato basil chicken fettuccine. I love that one, so try it. But lately, I substituted it with, let me go really quick and show it to you, the creamy chicken and sun-dried tomato pasta. I love that one. I have the video right here, and I totally recommend it. Let's keep moving around here. You can make a whole chicken. I made it at the beginning when I started, and I could not believe that the whole chicken fit in the varoma. The sticky sesame chicken is a very, very famous recipe. You see, 2,800 people gave it a rating, and it has a 4.7. And here you have serving size 2, 4, or 6. But in reality, because the chicken is going to be in your oven, your problem is not what fits in here, is how much chicken can you put in your oven. So this is one of those recipes where people say, oh, the Thermomix is not big enough. Yes, it is. How many people are coming today? Because we can make this one for all of them. Okay, we have chicken enchiladas. Really good. Butter chicken. If you want to feel like you're in an Indian restaurant, make your own butter chicken and you will be amazed. Once again, 2,100 people rated this at a 4.7. It is a very famous recipe in Cookidoo. I love this one when I feel like I want something really healthy, the chicken and warm potato salad. What else I'm going to tell you to make? All of these are great. I'm just trying to do highlights. Yes, I do like this salad as well, the red pesto chicken salad. Yes, totally. Now we're going into the pork recipes. And here we have sweet and sour pork. I like that one. but it has a lot of ingredients. So just make it. When you look at a recipe, take a look. Sometimes when I have such a long list, I go, it might not be the best day today. Now, this one I really recommend. Pork tenderloin with mustard sauce. The pork and the mushrooms are made in the basket in here. While the sauce is being made, the house smells amazing. It is a very easy, fast, and really good recipe. Sweet and sour pork ribs. Absolutely, you have to try it. One of the favorite Chinese recipes, and for anyone really. I have my friend Tian making it in this video. So go and check it out if you want to know a little bit more about it. I did like this one, for example, pork in creamy marsala wine sauce. It sounded like something fancy that you would order at a restaurant. So I liked it. Go ahead and try it. And of course, I love the pulled pork rolls. You make this one here, and then you make the buns, and you have the combo, right? Perfect. Which, by the way, that reminds me that in the chicken, I am sure I had here pulled, barbecue pulled chicken. I missed this one when we were going before. So you can choose which one you want in your buns. All right, now we're going to meats, regular meats. And yeah, you can make your meatballs. Very famous recipe, 917 ratings. Sometimes you're going to see recipes where you're making the steak in the grill, but you're still making all of this in the Thermomix. So try them, because you're making this herb butter in the Thermomix at the same time that you're steaming the potatoes and the broccoli. And then you end up with an amazing dish, even if you were using the barbecue. One of these days, try the sous vide steak. The sous vide process is super, super interesting. You're getting a bag, you're putting the meat inside with some herbs. You take out all the air, and then it goes submerged in water. The meat cooks inside the bag evenly at a perfect temperature. And then when you get it out, you just sear it really fast, and you have a perfect steak. You can do this with steak, with fish. So yeah, I recommend that you do it. You will need a blade cover and peeler, and you will need the bags with the pump to get the air out, which you don't need to buy from Thermomix, but they have it. Beef stroganoff. A lot of people start with this recipe when they buy their Thermomix. You see, 1,400 ratings, and it's really good. I have made the Irish stew for St. Patrick's. I like the simplicity of this one. Sear steak and rocket salad. See, that's where you're gonna have steak inside your bowl, searing and being prepped for your salad. Crazy, right? You can do empanadas, Korean beef. Oh my gosh. When I made this one, my husband could not believe it. He was like, honey, what did we eat before Thermomix? This is the best thing I've had not in a long time, because I have Thermomix all the time, but he was, how? And Korean, right? I was talking to a Korean lady. I said, hey, I'm gonna make Korean beef for you. And she was like, no, I'm Korean. I will not like that recipe made from you. I'm like, yes, you will. Just come over. So please try it. Amazing. I tried the beef Wellington. If you want to batch like, oh my gosh, I did something difficult for holidays with a little bit of time, go ahead and try and surprise yourself. You know what? I made this lamb stew the other day, and it was okay. It was a stew, not amazing, not too bad. But the moment that I added feta to it, because you know, lamb and feta go together, oh my goodness. I was like, I need to make this every week. So go ahead and try it if you want. Like I said, we're almost there. We're gonna go through pasta, rice, seafood, soups, and veggies, okay? So pasta, we talked about a few of those, but yeah, the spaghetti carbonara, go and make it. Super easy. The shrimp scampi, everyone loves this one too. If you like seafood and you like pasta, go for it. Really easy and delicious. I did like this one. It goes in the oven, but it was pretty cool. These ones, we talked about them before. Oh, I love the lemon orzo. Try it for sure. I was like, orzo? Is it a rice? Is it a pasta? Looks like I'm talking about Superman. No, it is in the pasta aisle, and it's called orzo. Yes, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't cook before, okay? If you know, that's great. But anyway, this is a very easy recipe. It looks so cute in your plate. White and lemony, and then with those red dots from the little tomatoes. Try a lasagna, of course. Spaghetti of all kinds. Everybody loves the creamy Marry Me chicken pasta. And there's actually two versions. This is a creamy one, and then you have the Marry Me chicken without the pasta. Try that one as well. Super popular. My oldest daughter loves this one. Creamy pea pasta. This one's great for kids. My oldest daughter is 23, but she's been loving this one for all the years, the 4.5 years that I've had the Thermomix. She comes home and she's like, Mom, can you have the pasta ready? And I know which pasta she's talking about. This one. Oh my goodness. And so easy. Then we have rice, because you can make risotto and other rice recipes. So for the risotto, try it in every flavor. I tried the apricot chicken risotto, the pear and gorgonzola risotto. I tried the risotto bolognese, which I made a video about right here. The pumpkin risotto, try it. Thanksgiving or not, fall or not, try it. It's amazing. And obviously, try the Parmesan risotto. Is the one that we always make in the demos, but don't be constrained to just that one. Pumpkin risotto with bacon. There you go, another amazing one. This folder, I'm just gonna look at it really quick, just to remind you that you can make your own sauce and your own stock and things like that, right? So obviously I'm making my own vegetable stock paste. I tried this miso dressing and I thought I was back in my favorite sushi restaurant in Miami when I used to live there. It really took me back. I have never had that flavor since. You can make your own peanut butter and your strawberry, like we said, the pesto or a hollandaise sauce. So try all these things, your own yogurt, rice flour, caramel, super easy. Have a folder for those because every time that you need one of those, instead of buying it in the supermarket, you go, oh, I have my folder, let me go and do it. Then we have seafood. And you know what? I tried the crab cakes, but I'm not good at making them, putting them together and then putting them in the oil, so I quit on that one. The lobster bisque was amazing. It has a lot of ingredients. You need patience, okay? But it is amazing. Which ones I love here? The shrimp sauté, I love it. The Sicilian salad, such a simple recipe, but it's so good. And again, remember, I'm skipping the ones in Spanish, so I have to skip around, okay? Shrimp orzo with peas, amazing as well. I love this one. Try it. This one we talked about it because it was in the dips. Yeah, some of these ones are in the dips, so you're fine. Alrighty, what do we have in snacks? Just reminding you that you can make your own caramel. You have the macadamia protein balls with coconut butter that are really good. Or these ones, peanut butter natural energy balls. You just mix it here. You can actually make first the peanut butter yourself, then keep adding the other ingredients to make the mix. And then you do these little balls, put it in the fridge. Addictive. I'll just say that. You know another one that is addictive? The candied almonds. So much so, I stopped making it 2 years ago. I can't have this in my kitchen because I'll have it. We're almost done. Soups. You have to try almost every soup with Thermomix, right? Tortilla soup. Really good, but I like way more the, what is here? Chicken fajita soup. They're very similar, but you might as well do the chicken one. To die for. If I'm a little sick, all I want is for you to bring me this. Then we have tomato soups. You have the creamy tomato soup, or you have the creamy tomato and basil soup. Try both, you'll love them. My little one is always, hey mom, where's my tomato soup? I'm making it for her. Then we have clam chowder, of course. You have to try that. Carrot ginger soup. A lot of people love this one. Not really looking at the ratings, but I'm telling you, a lot of people love it. What am I gonna say? Sweet potato and corn chowder. I love this one. Obviously, wait for a winter night, but it was yummy and filling and different. It was really good. Another one for your winter, for your fall actually. Maple sweet potato soup with Parmesan croutons. I skipped the croutons. I didn't want to make them. But the soup, unbelievable. Let's see, I was visiting someone that is vegan, so I made this soup and we loved it. Zucchini, lentil, and coconut stew. The zucchini soup, to die for. You see, I have it here in Spanish and in English. I need to make it all the time. The pumpkin soup, butternut squash, and much, much more. And now we go to our last folder, the veggies. Okay, so with veggies, you can saute anything really. So you look for broccoli saute or mushrooms or bell peppers, and you're gonna have a recipe for that. I love making my jalapeno poppers or my creamy mushrooms. I steam corn on the cob all the time. I add the varoma, steam the corn on the cob, maybe sometimes while I'm making a soup or something else. You know, always use that steam that's coming out anyway. Cream of asparagus soup. Okay, so I guess I put it here because it has the asparagus. But yeah, make that one as well. It's a great soup. Then we have a lot of salads. So you can try this salad. I'll give you advice on others that come later, but in the fall, you must do your Brussels sprouts with cranberries and pecans. It's so good and so cute, and the color of the veggies is amazing. Actually, I have this little video right here. Look at that. Incredible, right? Then we have, again, asparagus. You can steam them, you can saute them. You can do this one, potatoes and green beans with parsley pesto. This is a great one for the fall, for Thanksgiving, or for any time really. I love this one. I did the cauliflower tacos with chipotle sauce, and I have to get a little better at the coating of the cauliflowers and how I put them in the oven. It was in the oven, right? Let me see, you always have here the things that you're going to need. You see, the TM7 or TM6 and the oven. Yes, so I was not the best at coating them and putting them there, but they were really yummy. So I'm gonna try them again this week. I love this one. The Thermomix is actually used mostly for the pesto, but it's a very good recipe. The yam gratin, absolutely. If you have the cutter and the spiralizer, try the sweet and sour cucumber slices. I mean, if you don't have the spiralizer, cut the slices yourself and still try it, but it's really good. And then you have a lot of salads. You see this one? Carrot and apple with feta. Here you have a rice salad. I just made a detox one the other day, that one's in Spanish. And then one day I was trying to do as many veggies as I could, and I remembered the movie, so hey, I made a ratatouille and it was perfect. So the rest of the folders, I put a letter before, and then I choose things that are for my husband or for one of my daughters or for a big party. So you can see here that I say David's or fast and available, super favorites, baby shower, beginners, big party. So I put all of those in the bottom, and that way they don't distract me from this A to C folder system that I have. Anyway, what do you think? Now, if you ask me, what is your favorite recipe? I will be like, well, that is like asking me what is my favorite color. Am I wearing it? Am I driving it? Right? If I'm wearing it, it's black. If I'm driving it, might be red, right? So same thing. What is my favorite recipe? Well, I don't know. Am I feeling nostalgic? Then paella from Spain, sure. But do I want something quick for a dip? I'll get my guacamole or that chicken salad. Am I making a soup? Then I have to choose between my zucchini or the chicken one. Whatever it is, there are tons of amazing recipes. And you know what I would like now? I would love to know what is your favorite recipe. If you have a Thermomix, what is it that you're making? If you don't have one, what did you like from what I showed you? Or what do you like to make anyway? I would love to know. Maybe I can look it up and see if Thermomix has it as well. So let's start the conversation, really. What are your 10 favorite recipes? Can you put them there? You might give me an idea, and that might be my next video. Anyway, I hope that you liked this video. I hope you learned something today. If you did, please like my video, subscribe to my channel so you get updates. And if you need a Thermomix in your life, you know what to do. Please email me right here or choose my name in the checkout, Diana Legisima, at your service. That way I can follow up with you and help you through your journey. Alrighty, thank you so much for being here and happy cooking. Thank you.